For those of you joining us for the first time, you were gifted NBA 2K23 for the holidays, welcome. And to get you started, or for those of you that just need some tips on new gameplay features, we're running our Expert Tips series with gameplay director Mike Wang over the next couple of weeks. First up, we're talking about new badges, and stay tuned for shooting tips coming up later in the episode. Take a look.
Hey, it's an exciting time of year with the playoffs on the horizon. Grant, should teams start changing up their rotations with the postseason in mind?
You know, B.A., I'm not a big fan of that. Of course, seeding is so important in the postseason, but I don't think it's time to start experimenting. It's still about winning games and getting into the best position possible.
So here's Portland's starting group. The forwards, Hart and Grant. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Damian Lillard. And it's the franchise in at the 2. And with MP coming up on free agency in the offseason, this franchise is at a major crossroads.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to do everything they can to keep him. But in the end, it's MP's call. If he wants a new challenge in a new town, nothing's stopping him.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
So it's Orlando now. The Blazers making their last shot. About a minute played here so far in the first. The 3 from Suggs. Portland grabs the miss. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Outside Fultz. Pass to Banchero. Outside Carter. Three-pointer. And the Magic again can't hit.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Banchero. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
Grant's shot is off.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
When new players enter the league, it obviously can take some time for them to get acclimated. I think what impressed me about Jalen Suggs is a young man who just concentrated and played the best basketball that he was capable.
Both good from the line that time. Well, Doris, Suggs kind of had a trial by fire with his introduction to the league, huh?
He did, B.A., because he was asked to start a lot of games, and that, to me, is successful perseverance.
Here's the franchise. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Atlanta.
And let's not forget about the assists. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Here's Banchero. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Outside Hart. And he drops it in from the low post.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Timeout called, the Magic. And Doris, for the Magic, seems like they are still developing.
Yes, B.A., there's no doubt they're still developing. Lots of youth on this roster. It's an organization that has not made it out of the first round of the playoffs since back in the 09-10 season. So much growth is needed. What you hope is the losing hasn't taken a toll on the culture.
And the Blazers making a change here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Watford comes in for Grant. Williams is checked in for Hart. And Simon is subbed in for Lillard. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Magic?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Now here's Allen. 9 points in his last outing. Three-pointer, Anthony. And again, it's the magic from deep.
The fans certainly used to the three-ball flying from Cole Anthony. He is not shy, folks.
Simons passes to Williams. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. They get it back. Here's Watford. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Now here's Anthony. In his last outing, 16 points for him. He gets it in there.
Silky floater by the guard. Cole Anthony adjusts his shot to the situation.
The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Pass to the franchise. Here's Eubanks. Here's Watford. Isaac covering. Here's Eubanks. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Now here's Allen. Back to Anthony. Fires the three. The shot, no good. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Simon's shot is good.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Tries again. And that one's good. Oh.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Here's the franchise. No good. Misses at the buzzer. It's all tied in Orlando. Stay with us now as we get set to...
The Trailblazers, 16. Fans, please give up. Substitution on the court.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Grant. Isaac with the steal. They've got Jonathan Isaac. Markelle Fultz is out there with Anthony. Then there's Wagner, and it's Bol in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando. Portland trailing here. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, B.A., certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
Hey, guys, the franchise in their last game against the Hawks was simply terrific. He had 18 points and did a nice job of spreading the ball around. And his effort helped end their losing streak. He'll be looking to inspire them with another win tonight.
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and repeat that performance tonight.
Well, I think they're going to need it. This team looks completely different when he's raised his game.
Watford's checked in for Portland. Fultz finds Isaac. Wagner on the wing. Lets the three fly. That shot off the mark.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to the franchise. And he hits it to tie the game. 10 points for him.
Kick to the outside, heads up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Wagner, the pass to Anthony. This one for 3. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist by Anthony.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Down low. Here's the franchise. Bol grabs the board. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
And down it goes. 2 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
The aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Eubanks. He got it up. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first.
37. The Trailblazers, 32.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, the Trailblazers shooting the ball at 48% so far. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Damian Lillard. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's the franchise in at the 2. Orlando leading. Pass to Suggs. Now Wagner. That one goes in. Wagner's got 7 points.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, that's such a big play here in a close game like this one. Great concentration from him. Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Grant against Fultz. Wagner outside. And it's all from 3-point range. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Drills it from deep.
What we know about Franz Wagner is this guy attempts a fair amount of threes for a reason. He's pretty effective, guys.
To the inside. Here's Nurkic. Uses the glass on the layup. Nurkic just got his first basket of the night.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Pass to Carter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Jeremy Grant.
Listen, it is not easy to guard a big, physical, tough guy like Wendell Carter Jr., right? Without fouling him, it's not easy to do.
Simons is checked in for Damian Lillard. Here's the floater. The shot no good. Now Orlando takes it the other way.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Fultz. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now.
And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
Oh, there's the alley. Alley-oop up top, hammered it home.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Pass to the franchise. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game. And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team.
Timeout called, the Magic.
Heading to the court. It's time to get loud for your 407.
Orlando making some changes. Bull comes in for Carter, and Anthony subbed in for Fultz. Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Suggs. 6 points for him. Pass to Anthony. Wagner for 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Oh, it's stolen. And that one's good. Bold.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Simons outside. Here's the franchise. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 18.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, it's a new day in Orlando. Magic head coach Jamal Mosley continues to lay the foundation for the team they want to be. A, quote, tough-talking, tied-together defensive team that plays offensively with pace, space, and the pass. Brian, say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, well done, Allie. Thank you. It'll be fun to watch him build. Now here's Anthony. 7 points in the game. Basket counts.
One thing we know about Cole Anthony, this guy doesn't lack any confidence whatsoever in that jumper.
Here's the franchise. Pass to Eubanks. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Wagner. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Wagner's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Inside. Oh, Grant throws it down.
This is where the size, speed, and mobility of Jeremy Grant comes into play. On the roll, tough to deal with.
Pass to Suggs. Wagner for 3. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Blocked. And they'll get another chance. The franchise. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Anthony in the post. He's covered by Grant. Anthony misses. Pass to Simons. And he jams it home with authority.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. The 3 from Suggs. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible. Defense to account for everyone.
It's been all about
The Trailblazers, 52.
well. He's
Substitution
checked in
on
for
court.
Orlando. Banchero comes in for Wagner. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Right at the free throw line. Fultz can't get it to go.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Fultz and Suggs team up as the backcourt. Then there's Banchero. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Bowl in at the 4. That's who's out there for Orlando. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They lead by 5. A minute 15 left in the game. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Franz Wagner checked in for Orlando. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He said, quote, "This one isn't over. Those guys will come roaring back. We have to be ready. If something doesn't go our way, don't dwell. Just move on to the next play." Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And here's Fultz. Over Lillard. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Here's the franchise. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Pass to Bowl. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, "I'm going to attack."
Back to Hart. Here's the franchise to take the lead. Cole grabs the board. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Fultz. He can't hit that time. Hey, great D that time from Grant. And it's the Blazers with the ball. Trailing by 2. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
And Carroll's checked in for Orlando. Can knock it down, and they really needed that one. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
Well, the pressure on the former first pick overall in the draft, Markel Fultz. Big shot here. Let's see how he does, guys.
Timeout called. Portland. They're down by 2. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Fultz against Lillard. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And Orlando has possession. The lead is 2. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
And this is where you want to see Jalen Suggs deliver. Big time moment. Normally a high percentage shooter. Pressure a little too.
Timeout called. Portland. They're trailing by 3. 9 seconds left in the game.
Here they are, the 407. Let's get loud.
9 seconds left in the final quarter. Lillard can't get it to go. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul. So the first one drops. And that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Now you need a forward who can get those freebies. Banchero looking to be that guy for this team.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
So it's Orlando picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson.
Big son, I've been raised in the West, they pray for all of my downfalls. Big boy trying to play with a girl I'm bound for. Downpour, all of the good in the world. Cannot compare me to no other girl. I'm not a rookie, been here for a minute and I got records to confirm. Got them bopping on my way. I'm not no driller, yeah. Sick of the talk, I might go MIA. If you don't make sense, we don't make dollars. We them boys, we move in silence.
the West always on the news. Like we ain't earned our stripes round here. Like we ain't been rapping for years. Me and that girl on a ride, coming through West. I like how she style up her hair. Long nails looking real fine over there. I styled an ego. Show them little boys what the top is like. Cause the bottom too crowded.
Got him bopping on my way. Drip, I'm not no driller, yeah. Sick of the talk, I might go MIA. If you don't make sense, we don't make dollars. We them boys, we move in silence. Ooh. I've had my better days. I watched my sins away. I put them on replay. Got 'em bopping on my way. Drip, but I'm not no driller, yeah. Sick of the talk, I might go MIA.
In 2K23. The right badge combo can lead to elite-level abilities on the court. There are many new badges this year, so I just want to spotlight one in each category that you'll be excited to try out with your new builds. If you want to score at the rim, then add the new Bully badge to your slasher this year. It unlocks a ton of strong contact finishes that enables you to push defenders out of the way for easy layups.
Well, Greg, we're in the final stages of the regular season. For teams that are on the outside looking in, what are these final games like?
You have to continue to play hard because GMs are watching these games, seeing who packs it in and who continues to grind. So your future is at stake.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Their forwards, it's Hart and Grant. The franchise is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed, plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Ivy. Portland making their last shot. Pistons passing it around. Lillard outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Here's the franchise. Basket counts.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Cunningham. 5 to shoot.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Here's the franchise. His last outing, he had 24 points. Grant. Here's Nurkic. And that's good. A nice job at the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Hard against Bogdanovich. Bagley trying to free himself up. Bogdanovich, no luck. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Good. The franchise has got his second basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Bays checked in for the Pistons. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Bogdanovich finds Stewart. Now, here's Ivy. Defense is right there. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
A natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I did speak with the Pistons head coach for a little while. Now, they lost the first game against this team, but the coach said he's not worried. He thinks they just have to rely on their offense a little more. He told me, look, the first time didn't go the way we would like, but I still think we can score against these guys. We have to keep the ball moving, and then we have to finish strong. They're trying to even up the season series at 1, Kevin. We'll see how they do. Back to you.
Great work, DA. So at the top of their to-do list, Greg, generate buckets.
Yeah, you can get all the stops in the world, but it does you no good if you're not scoring on the other end.
Got to think on top of the game plan, it's about sharing the basketball. If they do that, they'll be just fine.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Ball stolen. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Diallo the pass to Duran. Shot to stop the run. That shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Now, here's Simons. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road. Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Pistons trail by 15. Diallo kicks to Burks. Sweet little floater.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Detroit gets called for the foul. The Trailblazers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Trailblazers lead by 15. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Your Pistons dance team.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Trailblazers?
Number 12.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
The backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Marvin Bagley is up there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the franchise in the last game against Orlando was tremendous. He grabbed 24 points on the night, and his work ethic was evident. notching a double-double and also making his presence felt. He really played a complete game out there. He just seemed to be in rhythm and always in the right place at the right time. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Good on the bucket. The franchise has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Ivy. To the inside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers ahead by 26 points as we get ready.
Score, your Pistons, 36. The Trailblazers, 62.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by the franchise.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
On the floor for Portland, Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. Damian Lillard out there with the franchise, and it's Hart in at the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got the first bucket of the third here for Portland.
And this is one of those nights where you throw out the cliche. You can only hope to contain him. Lillard on one tonight.
Back to Bogdanovich. Now, here's Ivy. Defense right on him. Bogdanovich wide open. Nice shot from the wing. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovich. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand. Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Cunningham passes to Ivy. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Hart. Portland's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. To the wing right side. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
3 points.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown, stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 8. With the drive, just 5 on the clock. High post shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walton Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Watford's checked in. Here's the franchise. 17 points in the game. Nurkic trying to get open, and the franchise gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Ivy kicks to Stewart. Cunningham for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Cunningham's got 6 points.
Well, Cade asking the defense to come out. You got to respect his ability to shoot it from the three-point line.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Lillard, the pass to the franchise. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. And the shot goes down.
Really nothing you could do. Cunningham burying that shot over the difficult defense.
There's 1:47 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's the franchise. He's got 21. It's stolen by Bagley. Now Detroit moving it up. The 3 from Bogdanovich. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's the franchise, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Ivy. No problem on the jumper in close. 5 points in the game.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Here's the franchise, and that one drops. 25 points for the franchise.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Ivy. 5 points in the game. Knocked away. Here's the franchise. Got that bucket in no time at all. The franchise has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Ivy kicks to Cunningham. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Portland's gotten off 4 shots from 3-point range tonight and buried every one of them. He goes up again, and the franchise gets it to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Cunningham. Connects on the foul line jumper. Cunningham's got 10.
Yeah, Cade eager but not rushed that time, just jumping at the chance for the quick shot.
Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And so it's Portland going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Alec Burks is out there with Corey Joseph. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. Then there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Duren in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Lillard the pass to Brown. The kick out to Williams. Here's the franchise, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jalen Duren. Starting in 2021, referees were instructed to not reward players making overt, abrupt, or abnormal non-basketball moves. Brent, what'd you think of that?
Well, there are some guys who play abnormally, Kevin, so what are you going to do about those guys? No, I'm kidding. I think it's a great thing for shooters to try to gain some sort of advantage. With how much advantage offensive players already have, it was getting a little bit out of control.
Now, here's Burks. Here's Noel. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Here's the franchise. He's covered by Joseph. Pass to Brown. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard the pass to the franchise. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. Williams gets the bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Shoots off the step back, and Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sharch has checked in for the Trailblazers. And
Substitution on the court.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the franchise.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Inside, Saric, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That's good from Cunningham.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses, and he has all the tools to be a very special player.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. The franchise passes to Williams. Down low. Here's the franchise. Comes up empty down low. Now here's Hayes. He's guarded closely. Pass to Joseph. And here is Duran. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Great team win tonight. How were you guys able to operate so efficiently on offense?
Man, it's all about sharing the ball and being unselfish. You know, no one cares who scores on this team or who gets their numbers. We're all committed to winning above all else.
And it showed tonight, especially on offense. You're really finding your open man.
Thanks, Nate. Yeah, man, I've been working on my passing. You know, you can't be a one-trick pony in this league. My teammates were draining from all over the court. That makes it a lot easier for me.
Sure does. Good win.
Thank you, man.
Big son have been raised in the West, they pray for all of my downfalls. Big boy trying to play with a girl I'm down for. I'm poor. All of the good in the world cannot compare me to no other girl. I'm not a rookie, been here for a minute and I got records to confirm. Got them bopping on my way. I'm not no driller, yeah. Sick of the talk, I might go MIA. It don't make sense, we don't make dollars. We them boys, we moving solid.
And looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads, two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
Yeah, it's a beautiful brand of ball for sure. Just a joy to watch. So here's Portland's starting group. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Damian Lillard. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's the franchise in at the 2-guard spot.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
Pass to the franchise. Now here's Hart. Now here's Nurkic. Horford covering. Here's the franchise. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Smart. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's not the quickest guy out there, but he can outsmart you and outwork you.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it. And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Boston on offense.
And the Boston Celtics are one of the most decorated teams in all of sports. Think about all the rings they've won, as well as the talent that they've had on their roster.
Now here's Smart. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Horford outside. Pass to Brown. Just 3 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal.
Such a rich history for the respected Boston franchise.
From the days of Bill Russell to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the 80s, and then Pierce, Allen, KG, Rondo winning the ring in 08. The players on this roster understand how important it is to carry on that legacy.
Now here's Hart, averaging around 5 points a game. It's stolen by Smart. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, knocked away. And here comes the break. Lets it fly. The shot by Lillard, no good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's Tatum. And he misses his first shot. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's the franchise. Nails the baby hook. He has 6.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
In transition, here they come. Pass to Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And so it's Boston with it. The Blazers making their last shot. Tatum passes to Gallinari. Over Grant. Gallinari's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. That's good from Grant. On the assist by Lillard. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Griffin, he's checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Gallinari. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Brown. And it's White in for Smart. So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Watford comes in for Grant. Williams is checked in for Hart. And Simon has subbed in for Damian Lillard. Simon's with it, picked up by Griffin. The franchise, that's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside White. Tatum against Williams. Can they get it? And it's Tatum laying it in.
I love those nifty moves from Tatum. So crafty with the rock.
Simons against Brogdon. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. And they're on the run. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. Boston trailing. Tatum with it. His last outing, we saw him score 22. White can't hit.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The Celtics shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Brogdon against Simons. The drive by Brogdon, and the layup is good off the glass.
The offensive IQ Brogdon has is fantastic. A creative scorer in close.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Simons. Guarded by Brogdon. Pass to the franchise. Shot clock at 6. Back to Simons. Launches a 3. The shot off that time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Trailblazers up 2, and back in a moment as we'll get underway with
14. Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise.
Substitution here for Boston. Griffin, he's checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Gallinari. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Brogdon, and it's White in for Smart. Tatum and Williams are your small and power forwards. Jaylen Brown is out there with Derek White. And it's Griffin in at the center position. That's the Boston 5. Pass to Tatum. Back to White. Brown with it. They need this. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touches it last.
Well, you have to be impressed with the constant growth we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He's put in a lot of work to become an all-star player.
Williams is checked in for Portland.
Hey, guys, the franchise in their last game against the Pistons was simply terrific. He scored 32 points, and the defense never found a way to force him out of his rhythm. He put up huge numbers last time out. We'll see if it's more of the same tonight. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And at this point for Brown, do you think he's realized his full potential, Richard?
No, I don't even think so, especially when you look at his work ethic. He puts in so much time that I think he can reach another level. He's still young and eager to learn. If I were to put it in 2K terms, I think he could get up to about a 94, 95 overall.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Watford's checked in. Griffin in the post. Eubanks is there. Tatum passes to White. Outside, Brown. Boston again missing.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And Boston calls time here. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
And they dominated this team last season. Big difference in talent level.
The Celtics shooting around 35% from the field so far. It's Brown on the wing. And too long on the shot.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Griffin in the post. The kick out to White. Tries to snap the cold streak. They grab their own miss. There's Tatum with the 3. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Trailblazers.
Classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons is checked in for Brown. The shot by the franchise, no good. Boston on offense, trailing by 19. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll commence a long trip on the road, 6 games total. Here's White. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And the first one at the line is good.
Team foul at the line.
White hits them both.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Here's the franchise. Here's Watford. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And so it's Portland, up 19 points at
Trailblazers 41.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. The forwards, Hart and Grant. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Damian Lillard. And it's the franchise in at the shooting guard position. Going all the way to the rack. Here's the franchise. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
A nice shot by Brown.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
Line for the Trailblazers.
Both shots good from the strike. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Marcus Smart is one of the toughest players in this league, mentally and physically. So willing to sacrifice himself on a play, on both ends.
And here's Grant from the arc. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
For 3.
Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Lillard against Smart. Pass to Tatum. Smart outside. Five to shoot. Off the left rim and out. Smart's toughness does really stand out on defense, though, Richard.
Yeah, because he gets right up in your jersey. Even though it can put him in harm's way, if he thinks he can trip you up at all, he'll put his body on the line.
Smart passes to Horford. Outside for Gallinari. And here's Brown for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
Love the response by Brown, marching right back down and dropping in his own 3.
Pass to the franchise. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaylen Brown picks one up. First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Celtics. Griffin comes in for Horford, and Pritchard is subbed in for Brown. Johnson, he's checked in for Portland. And the NBA last season introducing a 100-camera system that allows for a video game-like presentation with virtual angles. It's pretty cool. Video games used to chase the league. Now the league's kind of chasing the video games.
Yeah, well, this is where the future is heading. It is so cool to see all the different angles that you can now see a basketball game from. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it exciting. And the NBA, they're doing the right thing.
And I know scouting departments are using them as evaluation tools as well.
Oh, they're always going to figure out a way to scout more and to evaluate more because it helps them when they're negotiating players' contracts.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, "People need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it." Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks. Here's Griffin. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Hart. Soft touch off the glass. Hart's got his first points of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Tatum against Hart, looking to win the run, and finished off by Tatum.
You look at Tatum now running the pick and roll. He's calm and his moves are so concise. He's just definitive with everything he does.
55 seconds left to play in the third. The franchise, that's good.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Outside Gallinari. It's Smart on the wing. Covered by Johnson. No good. And it's Portland the other way.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Smart against Johnson. And it's Smart missing.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Tatum with the block.
The all-star Tatum engaged on defense. That's a scary sight for opponents.
And it's Smart missing. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding a massive 34-point lead to win the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off. Effective opposing offense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Blake Griffin, Jackson out there with Grant Williams. Then it's Derek White, and it's Pritchard in at point. That's the Boston 5. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow by every single time.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
To the paint. Here's the franchise. And the shot's good. 25 points in the game.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Boston on offense. Here's Pritchard. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Jackson. Tries yet again. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal
It goes on Jeremy Grant.
First team foul.
And a closer look.
Substitution on the court.
Shoots a fadeaway. The shot by the franchise, no good.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Trailblazers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the franchise.
Steals are almost a forgotten stat. We don't talk about them a ton, but he's been huge in that category.
Yep, that one goes.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's the franchise. 5 on the clock. Williams finds Johnson. Shoots over White. The shot by Johnson, no good. Outside White. So no problem for Portland as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Great perimeter defense in this win tonight. How did you guys manage to shut them down?
This team is extremely versatile on defense, man. I mean, we can switch pretty much every pick and roll if needed. You know, our guards are going to, battle in the post with the bigs if need be. You know, that sort of versatility is what really makes us a difficult team to play.
So you were really crowding ball handlers tonight and causing turnovers, general chaos. What did you see out there?
Again, when you switch, sometimes it creates a favorable matchup. Maybe the guy isn't used to having the ball in, his hands, so far from the basket.
Big son have been raised in the West, they pray for all of my downfalls. Big boy trying to play with a girl I'm bound for. Downpour. All of the good in the world cannot compare me to no other girl. I'm not a rookie, been here for.
Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we can see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic, the pivot, with Grant at the other post spot. The franchise is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Harden. Takes it off the glass.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Here's Hart. Pass to the franchise. And he could not get them one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process here, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Here's the franchise. James Harden picking up that last basket. Maxey against Lillard. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
No good from Grant.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Cart, that's good.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
The 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And there's the foul. It's on the franchise. That'll be it. Trailblazers trail by 7. Maxey and Harden fill in the guard spots. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Niang in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Man, I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. I mean, his impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, the franchise in the last game against the Celtics was superb.
76ers.
He added 27 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. There aren't many players with a quicker first step than Tyrese Maxey.
And I love the way he uses it to his advantage, Greg. I mean, he's got an athletic advantage over most of the guys that are defending him, and he'll exploit it every chance he gets. But that quick first step and fearlessness, lethal combination.
Offensive rebound, and Nurkic gets it to go.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Harden, no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Simons, the pass to the franchise. Lays it up and banks it in. 7 points for the franchise.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Over to the wing. And Tucker kicks to Maxey. Here's Harden. Back to Maxey. Hits the jumper in space. Maxey's got 5 now.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's the franchise. He's covered by Maxey. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves. And there's the foul. It's on the franchise.
Third personal foul.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Foul.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for George Niang. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Watford's checked in. Melton's shot is good.
You know, a feed like this shows you how well-rounded Joel Embiid's game is becoming and what a good teammate he is. He's not just looking for his own pass.
Now, here's Simon. He has 5. Harris looking it over. Melton against Simon. Back to Harris. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Grant. Here's the franchise. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
It's stolen. Inside. And the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alone.
Now, here's Tucker. No points in the game yet for him. Simons against Melton. Maxey in the corner. Just 3 to shoot. The 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Here's Maxey. Following the basket by Jeremy Grant. It's tipped. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Grant slams it home.
Watch out below. Grant just showing no regard for the bucket there. Looking like he was trying to tear that thing off.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Right side Maxey. On the pass to Embiid. The 76ers need to get off a shot. It's blocked. Jeremy Grant, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for
36. The Trailblazers, 37. Here come your Philadelphia 76ers.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Their forwards, it's Hart and Grant. Damian Lillard out there with the franchise. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
It's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Here's the franchise. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. The franchise has got the lead back up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. To the middle, here's Embiid. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Embiid's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Boy, if you can't appreciate how skilled Embiid is, you got a problem. I mean, he's impossible for the defense to slow down.
The franchise can hit.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Harold is check in for Joel Embiid. George Niang comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Now here's Lillard, defended by Milton. 2 points, that one goes. 15 points for the franchise.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Harden the pass to Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Here's the franchise. Good work defensively by Harden. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the 76ers. Milton's shot is good.
Boy, that's 5 buckets in a row now. Watch out. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Lillard the pass to the franchise. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Now here's Milton. Covered by Lillard, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Melton's checked in. Brownie's checked in for Portland.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Milton.
2 minutes.
They get it again. And another shot. And it's Harrell missing. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Eubanks the pass to the franchise. Over to the left wing. 1:32 left in the third quarter. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor. Harden has a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 12.
You know, the competitive spirit of Harden comes through on a night like this in attack mode from the opening tip. Never letting up, never giving the defense the upper hand.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over as the team. The 76ers trail by 3. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. DeAnthony Melton out there with Maxey, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And he banks in the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Maxey against Lillard. To the inside. The franchise can't get it to fall. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3 ball well.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Hart. The shot's good.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And Tucker kicks to Melton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's the franchise. He's guarded by Melton. The franchise passes to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the franchise gets it to go. The franchise has got 10 points here in the second half. The 76ers trail by 3. Passes it to Tucker. Pass to Harris. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Grant. Tries yet again. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
James Harden. He's checked in for Philadelphia. with the floater. That one goes. Count it.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.